welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Gemini. Gemini, this is your overall energy reading for the month of November 2021. We're going to take a look at your work and finance as well as your love and romance. I have already meditated and pulled the cards, as you can see. Today I am using my Light Seers Tarot deck, my Tarot Grand Luxe Tarot deck, and the Spellcasting Oracle cards for your advice. Before we get started, I just want to say this is a fairly new tarot channel. If you have already subscribed, I thank you very much. If you have not subscribed already and you resonate with my energy, feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I post readings at least once a week. And let's see, I always say that, let my viewers know that my cards are read in the upright position. So let's get started, Gemini. So for work and finance, you have the Nine of Wands. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Tower. You have the Queen of Wands. And finally, you have the Six of Swords. So what's going on with work and finance, Gemini? So with this Nine of Wands, some of you may find yourself busy and you have a lot going on at work and you're a little bit stressed out, heavy burdens. So you're taking on a lot. If you're not already doing that, you might find yourself, that happening during the month of November. You're taking on a lot of work. Maybe you're going to find yourself in a situation where just for some reason, you're going to have to absorb and take on extra duties. And this is causing a little stress for you. It's a heavy burden. And then you also have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords means a couple of things. It means choices. So if I match it with this Nine of Wands, maybe you're overworked and you're having a hard time making a choice as to whether you want to stay at that particular job or not. If it's finances, you could be experiencing financial burdens, lots of debt, heavy burdens going on right now. Maybe you're spending and you overspent. The holidays is coming up. Maybe it's a warning that, watch what you spend. The Two of Swords means that you could be juggling, bills or trying to determine or figure out, should I buy this particular thing or should I save money? So during November, you're going to have to find a balance and figure out how to, balance your finances. Do not overspend. But I do see this as, some of you being in a situation where you're going to be overburdened either at work or financially. And you're going to have to learn how to make choices. You're going to have to make a choice. And it's tough. It's tough to make choices. Like at work, if someone asks you to do something, take on extra duties, you don't want to tell them no. So that's where this Two of Swords comes in. You don't want to tell them no. Or if it's finances, you really want to buy this one particular thing, but it could set you back financially. So just be careful during November when it comes to that, Gemini. You also have the Tower. So the Tower is, that sudden shakeup, upheaval of force. So this is a warning where some of you might find yourself in a situation where, the worst case scenario that you find out that you're out of a job. Or you may be in a situation in a job that you don't like. Again, with this Nine of Wands, lots of responsibility, and something might happen with the Tower and it's going to force you to leave that job. But for some of you, this is a big warning that, watch out when it comes to work and finances. Finances, you might experience a loss. There might be, a loss of finances. So be very careful during November. If it's a forced exit. Some of you do have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, this could represent you spending too much money. So going back to this Two of Swords, trying to make those decisions and choices of what you should spend and what you shouldn't spend. The Queen of Wands, likes to have fun and luxury. So be careful that you're not spending a lot of money during the month of November. Some of you there's also the Six of Swords. So I believe the Six of Swords goes with this Tower. Some of you are going to be leaving a job, whether it's voluntarily or by force. Some of you will be leaving a job and looking for other opportunities during the month of November. So just be, careful, Gemini. There's a lot going on for you, work and finance during November. So be very careful. Let's check out your love and romance. So you have death and rebirth. You have the Queen of Cups. You also have the Page of Swords. You have Justice. And finally, you have the Two of Wands. So I look at this as, well, death and rebirth means that some of you might be giving up something for something better. So death means, endings, letting go for something better. So, Gemini, some of you might be leaving a romantic situation in November. You do have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is someone who, nurtures a lot, who's very supportive. And the Queen of Cups is also, a caretaker and a healer. So maybe, that has to do with this death and rebirth, that you're kind of taking a step back during November of, whatever burdens that maybe this support that you're giving to someone is causing a burden, and you're ready to let that go. So we'll see if we can get anything else with that. We do have the Page of Swords and Justice. So I believe these two go together. Page of Swords digs and finds out information, is curious. Justice, finding out the truth. So I believe some of you are going to be finding out the truth about a situation during the month of November, which could lead back to this Death card. Maybe whatever you find out is going to cause you to, leave the situation. Because that Page of Swords, seeks the truth. So some of you might be seeking the truth regarding your romantic person of interest. You're going to find out the truth. You're going to find out the truth. Not saying that you're going to find out something bad or good, not sure what it is, but you will find out the truth of a matter, of a situation. Finally, you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, indicates, thinking about leaving a situation, or it could mean, trying to figure out how to go toward a situation. So this is very interesting, Gemini. I think some of you are going to be finding out the truth about a situation that's going to cause you to leave the situation, and others might find out about the truth about the situation that makes you go toward and be more supportive toward the situation. So that's yet to be seen. I'll have to see, maybe, other readings that I do during November will reveal exactly what this is. So that's what's going on with, love and romance. Kind of tricky for you, Gemini, during the month of November. Let's see what your advice card is. So your advice card is trust. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you what that means. So trust. And pardon me if I stumble. I say in all the videos because this font is small and I need glasses. So trust. You'd be wise to be watchful and to trust no one at this time. Keep yourself to yourself. Do not buy into any fear or chaos that is being stirred up around you. You know the truth, so stand strong in being true to who you are. Remember that relationships, whether personal or business, should be built on trust, and a mutual agreement should test your faith. And a mutual agreement could test your faith. You've been let down badly before, and it's taken a while to trust again. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. It's time to prove how trustworthy you can be. Other meanings, magical meanings. Hold your cards close to your chest. Be careful with whom you share your ideas. The person you've inquired about is trustworthy. Open your heart. It is time to trust. So there's a lot of trust issues going on here. And I do kind of see that corresponds with what we saw in the reading. Maybe this Page of Swords and this Justice. So again, whatever is being revealed, maybe there's people out there, spreading lies, and you're going to find the truth out about a situation. or maybe someone has some information for you and you need to trust it. So there's lots of themes of trust. I find that interesting that you got the trust card as your advice, because I do think the overall theme for your reading is kind of trust, trust in the situations, especially when it comes to love. And the Two of Swords in work could also mean being caught up in inner office politics and having to take sides. So that's a warning there too. So be very careful, Gemini. Take that advice, that trust card to heart. It means something. So that is your November 2021 overall energy reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you have already subscribed, I thank you. If you have not, don't hesitate to subscribe. Have a wonderful November and have a great day. Thank you for joining me.